nuclear. Amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here in the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opted to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. But to throw again is Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Pitching it out to Gibson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches.
And that's what you count on. What you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete. So a 9 completion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Straight ahead, Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Franklin,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. But he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And it's caught.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Jags are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
From the 39, Tannehill steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On the move to his left, taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Andre Cisco there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Tannehill. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 48 yards. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Agnew now to return. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, Gibson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Tannehill. That is taken in by Rodgers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A handoff running left is Gibson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye. From the left hash, this from 46. Slye able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves. Because now, you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes. But you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On the counter, Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 76 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A 2nd down pass lead. I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with the Alabama rookie, and that's Brian Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.